Welcome back to the Cryptosaurus and to your regular updates on Zilliqa, the coins you cherish and believe in. This is our first video on Zilliqa in this year, so let's make it count. Let's take a look at ZIL from a daily perspective on one of the most essential time frames, daily chart. So before we fly over the top 10 coins and the quick price movements in the crypto space, and our Zilliqa technical analysis, please let me roar. If you are new on this channel, just a quick side note. Subscribe if you want to be regularly updated in the future, and if you want to become a part of our crypto pack. We are growing in numbers every day. If you want to support our channel with tips, be my guest. In the description read where and how. And if you just want to watch the video, hey, this is a free world. Enjoy it. Bitcoin is consolidating around $38,000. In our last video, where we made a price prediction for Zcash. If you haven't and you are interested in it, check it out. I told you, better say warned you, that this run that we had in the last few days after the huge pullback could not be breaking all-time highs. We could be on a downward trajectory to go even lower or just consolidate in this range. I think that's happening right now. We are just consolidating. But this is good. For what narrative? Well, for the altcoin season, because when Bitcoin consolidates, altcoins will come on top of it. Speaking of altcoins, how about Polkadot with 23.06% to the upside? And we already uploaded to Polkadot for a big gain in the last video, so Polkadot is really making a move to the upside. For those of you that like Polkadot, also check out price prediction that we made a few days ago. In that video we gave you some targets, check it out. And I would like to talk about Chainlink, because it's going up almost 13.93%. Not almost, it is going that percentage. I think that Chainlink's cooling period has ended, because we are not standing at $17.76. And those are levels that we couldn't see in Chainlink for months. So possibly some big resistances are broken. We analyzed also Chainlink a few videos later, so go back on our channel, also check out Chainlink. Who knows what valuable information you might find in that video. Before we dig into Zilliqa, one more applaud, one more honorable mention. Ethos VGX 52.06% to the upside. Congrats. And now Zilliqa, you say? Well, I also say Zilliqa. Daily chart of Zilliqa versus dollar. As we stated in our last video about Zilliqa, also as I am recommending a bunch of videos, check out the last Zilliqa video, because we are taking even shorter term approach than this. It was around the end of 2020. So we were, let's say correctly, in this move. Since then, we entered a mild pullback or a correction. In my opinion, this is good. Let me show you why. A bull flag. Would you agree that we are forming one of the bullish patterns? A bull flag. So after we reached that peak at the end of last year, we are in the pullback phase, and that pullback is forming a bull flag that is by its nature a bullish pattern. So what to expect? After the bull flag play out, a continuation to the upside. Okay, where and when could that bull flag be playing out? If you ask me, this trend line that you are seeing on the screen right now will be deciding that case. We could be bull flaggily until we touch this trend line, and after that make that bounce to the upside and the continuation of our bull trend. Now be absolutely sure to check out this trend line. that for now is holding our price and has not by any means been broken in the past. From the beginning of November, we are in that trend line trajectory. Well, by now you know that overall trajectory is bullish, especially from a daily perspective. If we plot this volume on the screen, please check out this biggest volume. Few days before the 2021, well, this volume is pointing to you the biggest, literally pointing to you at the peak above 9 cents. So we almost touched 10 cents, and there was the biggest selling power. As you can see, the red candle. This is why we retraced. The biggest volume in the form of this red candle came, the profit taking and selling of all kind came into place. This is why we reversed. This is why now we have to take some time, and this is all embedded in our story about this trend line, this upward trajectory. Once again, I'm stating, I'm really assuming that we will not go in an upward trajectory with Zilliqa again until we touch this trend line, okay? 100-day moving average, the one you're seeing on the screen, we are well above it. And this is the one that I'm always keeping an eye on a daily chart. Maybe the case is that if he accelerate to these levels, somewhere in there, this 100-day could be that support, that trampoline that we will jump off. If the 100-day moving average and this trend line collides and the price get right at that point, big support could be given and the big bounce to the upside could be happening. So overall, let's conclude all this rant. On a daily chart, we are bullish with Zilliqa. We are above this trend line to the upside. We are above the 100-day moving average. And we are forming a bullish pattern, a bull flag. Nothing is indicating bearishness. Let's keep it that way. But frankly, I want to know if this is the case versus Bitcoin. How about that Bitcoin chart, huh? Let's go. Here's the thing, versus Bitcoin on a daily chart. From a daily perspective, we had this big surge to the upside. You are seeing it, right? From this low point to this big point at the end of the year. After that, we are retracing. And as you can see, we are retracing pretty hard. Not in small percentages like versus USD, but with the bigger percentages. But nothing to fear about. Zilliqa still is looking good in my opinion, even versus Bitcoin. And now I will show you the case of why. Before that, just to show you the volume, same as versus USD. And on the same day, the biggest selling power that marked our top, our short-term top, okay? Our first bullish scenario, 100-day moving average that we just plotted versus USD. But look at this, what is happening versus BTC. Can you see a clear support that just 100-day gave to the Zilliqa price versus Bitcoin? We are still above it, and we are by the book touching it and not breaching it. If we bounce from this level, which for now we don't have any evidence for, we could be in a new upward trajectory. So once again, bullish case number one, a support on the 100-day, and even we had a big impulse move and a massive retracement. I will give you a case number two, and the one lies in Fibonacci retracement. First, we will use this low point of November that we just marked, and of course, the high point of the year 2020. If we remove moving average for a clear sight and conclusion of all this story, where we just landed, ladies and gentlemen, on the last border, on the last line of defense, 78.6%. Look at how perfectly the price sits on this support. Amazing. And yes, just because of that, we could be in a new uptrend. Maybe some cooling period is now needed. Maybe we'll not go high as a rocket ship, but sideways. We will see. But I just want to present it to the cases versus Bitcoin that are not bearish. So you know what? I would say bullish regarding this massive retracement, this massive move to the downside. And you're probably saying right now, this guy's crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm just stating the facts. Or maybe I am crazy. The real bad man, now that I think of it, would say I'm not crazy, because he doesn't know that he's crazy. Okay, enough of that. If I am crazy, well, I hope that the next chart, Zilliqa versus Ethereum, is not crazy. Okay, let's check it out. On Ethereum, as you can see, we have a similar chart with Bitcoin, but then again, not quite. This is a little more bearish than Bitcoin, and in front of the analysis, I will say I'm giving this chart a grade neutral, not bullish, not bearish. But now it's my time to say why. As always, volume is pointing at, of course, the peak, biggest selling power or buying power, however you want to call it. Big volume, big peak. But that is not relevant for any of this analysis. This is just to give you an insight. 100-day moving average versus Ethereum. Now, as you can see, what is happening right now? Kind of find a support a few days ago and now breaking below it, but with no real volume. So this is where my neutrality is coming off. We are still hanging around that 100-day, you know? It's not like we, with volume and conviction, broke it. No, we just broke it gently and are now somewhere in between. I mean, we are not in between. If you want to literally look at these charts, we are below the 100-day, and we could say just by looking at that we are bearish versus Ethereum. And in the near future, that could be the case, because Ethereum, as the altcoin season progresses, will surely start to rage to the upside. It will be very hard to outperform Ethereum by any coin. So this is the 100-day that's telling us this. And just to give you a quick perspective on the significance on the 100-day, look at this. Look at this support that it gave here after the break. But also look at the resistance it gave here after we couldn't break it. And also here, now that I look at it. Doesn't matter. Right now we are below it, but not with the full conviction. So I'm giving this chart for now a neutral. Now if we plot Fibonacci like we did versus Bitcoin, yeah, he's telling us the same. We are somewhere in between now, below that 78.6% retracement, and the price is now below it. So I must say, although neutrality is in the game, we are leaning toward bearish. It's funny how this chart looks pretty similar to the Bitcoin's chart, but it's not. You can see where the technical analysis is taking its place. The magic is in the details. And if that's all not enough for you, after we raise everything and just draw this resistance line, that is obviously important. Look at this resistance that it gave here. And now we kind of breached it to the downside. You can see what is happening right now, right? We are below it. So in the best case, this can be bullish chart. This is, if nothing else, neutral, but leaning towards bearish. Maybe the price wanna come in this channel, and the channel is valid, as you can see with this support points. Maybe we will spend some time, as we did in the past. Look at how many months, weeks, whatever you want to call it, we were in this channel. Maybe that's the future of Zilliqa versus Ethereum for some time, of course, and then a big spike like this. So for now, maybe this is our future, or maybe this is our future. We will see. I would be very cautious trading Zilliqa versus Ethereum. That's all I'm gonna say. But as a matter of fact, you shouldn't be cautious at putting those thumbs like up in the sky. If you like the video, show it to me. If you like my other videos, or didn't like this one or this coin, well, check out one of these. This could be the word of wisdom in these videos that you are waiting for. So, without further ado, roar.